Jason Simpson. In terms of impact days, one down, but we're not done yet.
Yeah, I got 2 more to go. Friday, we will see a fairly quiet start to the morning, a few isolated showers early, but after 1 p.m. through about midnight, the storms are going to start rumbling through. A few of those could be severe, but the bigger takeaway here is that they're just inconvenient because they're difficult to time and they're not evenly spread. Now, Saturday's inconvenient for a whole different reason, and that's because I think it's raining pretty much from start to finish. But then by Sunday, that front finally passes. Our next big change in the forecast, morning lows in the 40s and 50s and highs in the 70s going to next week. Watch this. Between about 5 and 8 p.m., we just had clusters of storms moving across Tuscaloosa County, and on the left-hand side of the screen, there were big downpours south of Interstate 2059 there in eastern Tuscaloosa County around Vance and Coaling and Cottondale. But there wasn't all that much happening on the north side of the interstate. Well, this is the view from our live radar. First warning, live radar right now in East Tuscaloosa County. Look at the rain that fell earlier today, and you can pick out Vance and the Mercedes-Benz plant right there. There's Interstate 20, there's US 11. Close to an inch of rain on the south side of Vance. Hardly anything at the radar site there on Bama Rock Garden Road, and then you get down into Bibb County, fairly close to McCully Christian School, McCully Hill Christian. There's close to an inch and a half of rain. Same thing in the eastern part of Walker, northwestern Jefferson, into western Blount County, southern Coleman County. Some really heavy rain fell there. Tomorrow, another first warning impact day. I think lightning is probably the #1 threat with any of these storms. It is a very limited risk of severe weather, even though you see the green and the yellow here indicating the level 1, level 2. The overall risk of a severe storm for any given spot is on the low end. So is the flash flooding risk on the lower end. Not a zero threat, but lightning, wherever it's popping, it is as dangerous as any storm, whether it be severe or not. We did have one lightning strike victim in St. Clair County today. Same kind of thing can happen if you're outdoors in any storm. Doesn't have to be severe to have significant lightning with it. 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. storms in northwestern Alabama. I think in the Birmingham area we're after 3 o'clock to about 10 p.m. for the heaviest action, and then that starts to move down toward the south beyond that. Early in the morning, some scattered showers on our first warning future track. Isolated downpours develop through about 2 p.m., but then here comes the big band out to the west, and by 6 p.m. we are just covered up over the western half of the state with locally heavy storms. Those come blasting through Birmingham. I think 5 to 7 p.m. is probably prime time, so afternoon rush may not look all that great. By 9 p.m. everything's moving south, and then look out there to the west. That's not great news, because we've got more stormy weather coming up on Saturday, and I think the real severe weather risk is probably going to be east of Alabama, but we've got this upper air low with this enhanced or increasing southwest wind flow aloft. Sometimes you hear me talk about the muscle in the fuel. Well, we don't have a lot of fuel for storms on Saturday, but there's a whole lot of muscle in this. And as it comes blowing overhead, there's just going to be wave after wave after wave of widespread rain and occasional thunderstorms. On Saturday alone, we're expecting about 1/2 to 1 inch of rain on average. Some spots may get 2 or 3 inches of rain by Saturday night. Sunday and Monday, we're cooling it down. There's that next big change again. And toward the middle and end of next week, we're active pattern weather again with a good chance of showers and storms Wednesday, Thursday, and that will probably go through next weekend. Guy?
All right, Jason.